ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula says the era of rogueness in the party is over. Briefing the media at ANC headquarters, Mbalula says heads will roll if ANC members go against the party's welcoming of the Public Protector report on Phala Phala. Joining us live in studio now to talk about this is Puleli Treaty Jones. Pule, what did the Secretary General say about those in the ANC? Firstly, not approving the Public Protector report on Phala Phala, and then especially ahead of the ANC's NEC meeting?
Yeah, definitely. The Secretary General of the organisation, Fikile Mbalula, was briefing, the media earlier on at the party's headquarters, of course, being Lutuli House. And of course, he said that anyone who's aggrieved with the Phala Phala report can go to court and take it on review. The organisation has welcomed the report, of course, by the acting public protector, which exonerates President Ramaphosa, saying he did not violate the ethics code. However, this kind of view by the organisation has been met with mixed reaction from other NEC members within the ANC, such as Andile Lungisa, who tweeted that even his 8-year-old child, Cuba, would not approve the report as well. And the Secretary General, Fikile Mbalula, says he will be writing to Lungisa to find out whether he was tweeting in his capacity as an NEC member. And if that's the case, he will charge him, saying that he will take him to a disciplinary committee. But let's take a listen to what he had to say earlier on.
I was not aware of Andile. The first thing I will do as the Secretary General is to ask him, and I need that tweet of Andile, because the era of rogueness is over. Because Andile is a member of the NEC. He cannot say what he likes and distance himself from statements of his party and organization as a member of the National Executive Committee. He can't. He can't do that. He must explain. Is either the good explanation he will give to me is that that is fake. If it is true, I'm going to charge him. I will charge him. I will charge Andile if he said what he said. I will charge him. I'll take him to the DC because he can argue that case in the National Executive Committee.
Of course, Pule, the other conversation in South Africa at the moment is the VIP protection security members who were seen on a video that has since gone viral. Is there an investigation that's set to take place? Was there any comment about that from the Secretary General?
Yeah. Well, as far as we're concerned, the Secretary General has called for heads to roll, saying there has to be accountability. He says that the manner in which this matter was being dealt with by, of course, the members of the private security personnel who are assigned to the Deputy President of the country, Paul Mashatile, was quite brutal. He says that heads must roll. However, it seems as though this will also be one topic that will be discussed during the National Executive Committee of the ANC in terms of the whole blue light situation as well, and how members of the executive should act when confronted with such particular situations as well. You and I know that these vehicles are not popular with many South Africans, especially on the roads as well. Road rage is something which many South Africans are quite frustrated about. But it will be interesting to see how that will be discussed in that NEC, which is expected to sit on Friday and, of course, will end on Sunday. But what we understand is that the ANC has, of course, called for accountability. However, they've made it quite clear that this kind of situation shouldn't be used for cheap political scoring points. They are against other parties who are saying that the ANC should be faulted for this particular situation. The ANC says, or rather has distanced themselves from this, saying allow law enforcement to investigate this matter, as it's a situation which involves members of the South African Police Service as well, and police watchdog IPID is currently looking into this matter. Let's just take a listen to what the Secretary General of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, had to say.
The ANC was extremely alarmed by the news of a road rage incident involving members of SAPS assigned to protect the Deputy President. This was not only cowardly, but runs against the grain of what SAPS must stand for. which is to protect all members of society. We believe that the majority of the policemen and women serve our country diligently, but such incidents put a serious blight on the police service as a whole in their selfless national service in our country. We accordingly urge the Minister and everyone involved to allow IPIT to investigate this matter as a matter of urgency, to check whether there were indiscretions in terms of the police activity, because we cannot answer why they acted in the manner which they did. We saw a small polo and then people being trampled upon by police. We don't know what provoked that activity. IPIT must investigate that. What was involved? What threat did they see in that polo that made them to act in the manner in which they did? And no stone must be left, to check everything to ensure that this matter is properly investigated.
That was Buleli Chwiti Jones live to us in Studio 3 this evening. Still to come, insight